Today we're going to be taking a look at the Tactician class, formerly known as Keegan, going over recent changes made and best card setups for Horde and Escape. To start off with, we have his passive ability was changed over to anyone who kills your marked target, which includes yourself, gains 5 seconds of ultimate recharge. This does stack with recharge bounty. One of the other changes recently done was this card was up from 23 to 25 seconds. So now with recharge bounty on at level 6, if you mark a target and you kill the target, you get 30 seconds of cooldown plus whatever cooldown you would have gotten off the damage inflicted on that kill. So if you fired like a boom shot at something, you would get the 30-second bonus plus that damage off that kill, which is pretty sweet. You can get like a quarter bar or just over a quarter bar off one kill alone. Other recent changes is actually one not noted, that his ability now refills the grenades in the GL launcher. You need the explosive resupply perk and it refills basically as fast as the boom shot does, but once you got it to like level 10, then anybody in that radius can sit there with a GL, which includes JD, and they can spam infinite GLs. So that's pretty sweet. We have his Shredder card was up from 25 to 30. I think 25 was a little low. 30 is more reasonable. His two new cards are Cooperation, which would be nice and could potentially make it into the build, but it doesn't apply to you. So while it is a very nice card, it just doesn't make an optimal build. There's only two ways that basically everybody plays Keegan: Salvo and Boom Shot and Drop Shot with a level 6 speed loader. And neither one can you really fit Cooperation in. So that is a shame, and Disciplined, well, can't read, really doesn't work for him at all because it's ballistic and you're almost never firing ballistic weapons. Excuse me. Other changes recently made. They replaced his ammo capacity perk with a max health perk, which I don't really consider a nerf or a buff. I can kind of consider it about a break even. Ammo capacity was really nice. It's more nice in the beginning of the game, but once you get it going, you can keep giving your ability back. You're never short of ammo, especially if you have a locker with a couple weapons that you can swap out. Max health late game, when you do need to go get a couple kills to go get your ability back to go in with the salvo or boom shots and drop shots again, that max health is pretty sweet. Allows you to take that bullet from a claw, and that is all the changes recently made to him. As far as ideal setups, it's exactly the same, but if you're not already familiar with it, his salvo setup is resupply healing module, resupply amplifier, and he actually is very good with two technicians. If you get two technicians that are grouping up where one is in each other's ability radius, then one, especially for 50 ways, one can give the ability to one, then you keep going back and forth, calling out when you're going to use it, and just know where others are at. And you can basically have an ability at the start of every wave, and some of the later and boss waves you can actually use two during the wave, and you'll have the other person ready to go at the beginning of the next wave, which is really sweet. But on to the next card, we have Shredder, Resupply Duration, and Recharge Bounty. Now, if you are going to run the Resupply Speed Loader setup, keep in mind it only really is good at level 6. This allows you to bypass the reload completely 100% and all with active rounds. So at level 6, it's actually quite good, Personally, I never use it. There'd have to be situational on like a modifier or something. I like the salvos, but you could drop recharge bounty, or if you weren't teaming up with another person that is going needing explosive ammo, then you could drop resupply amplifier and go for the speed loader. But this setup right here gets your cooldown the fastest and allows you to be a god with the salvo. I see this setup as being more beneficial than the speed loader, and you can do a lot of damage very easily with the salvo, but that is the alternative, dropping one of those two and putting on reloader. Nothing else really can compete into an optimal build. So as far as escape, a little bit different. You're going to be running Venom Explosive Resupply, Venom Boost, unless you're on a map where you don't think you're going to be killing in the Venom, then you could drop that and swap that out for a potential 5th. But otherwise, the cards would be Shredder, Resupply Duration, and Recharge Bounty. Definitely Recharge Bounty. Recharge Bounty, he's very good on even non-salvo if there's like 2 other explosive weapons early in the map. And if you have like a Cole with you too, like he can mark a couple targets for Cole and get him to have that extra 35% damage resistance really early, which is pretty sweet. And if you didn't need the Venom boost, then you would probably be picking between Resupply Healing Module or Resupply Amplifier, whatever you think would fit the map best. Escape maps, I mean, they're done posting new maps, sadly, but there's different dailies with different modifiers, so we might see some crazy modifiers. Escape's always had different modifiers on the map, so one map actually you might want to get in because one of them just might not apply. But overall, that's your basic 5 cards: Shredder, Resupply Duration, Recharge Bounty, Venom Boost, and Venom Explosive Resupply. And just swap one out if it just doesn't seem to make sense on the map. And that is all the changes made to Keegan, now known as the Tactician, or Tacticians class, and best card setups for Horde and Escape. I hope that helps.